Okay, great. You know that now. Okay, I'll get that turned on. Where's Rick? Hey, Rick. Do you want this on there? I went on. Do you want this on or off tonight?
Up to her.
Do you want to?
You want to use 2 mics or one?
If we could have it where someone could go and get to the people when they want to speak, that would be great. All right, I'll get Margot to do it.
Okay.
I can do it if you want.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, good evening. Oh, come on, 7. We're keeping this to an hour. All right. Good evening, everyone. It is 7 o'clock, and we are ready to start. All right. The first thing we've got to do is we are going. Well, not that we have to. We are going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And Miss Marcy, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay. Oh, I guess not. Mark Rabb, it's on you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
All right, everybody. We are going to go ahead and do our roll call. We just need to make sure we have enough board officers here to start the meeting. And if you are a board member, can you please raise your hand? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have all 9 of us here tonight. All right, if everybody could review October's meeting minutes. If you would please review October's meeting minutes. We are looking for a motion to approve October's meeting minutes. Gary Knoll makes the motion to approve October's meeting minutes. Do we have a second? Matt Musselman, second. Any discussion about approving October's meeting minutes or any corrections? All right, then we may take a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any nay? Okay. All right, we also have the agenda. If everybody could please review the agenda. Are there any additions or changes that need to be made at this time? If not, can we make a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
Rick Metter, motion to accept.
Second.
Nikki Marksberry, second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any opposition? Thank you. We have the treasurer's report.
Thank you, Priscilla. Hi, everybody. John Young, your humble treasurer. I had to bring up my binder because this is our biggest treasurer report of the year. I have a couple really great updates, and so I'm going to cover both our November activity, October and November, and then also kind of where we finished out from an NSP perspective. So one thing to note on the treasurer reports that's on everyone's table, we did it a little differently. I did it a little differently this month. That goes through November 17th or 18th, basically yesterday, close of business on Monday night. Normally I'm doing that kind of a month in arrears, basically the most recent bank statement that I have. This time I wanted to pull it forward to as current as possible so I could capture all of our early November pumpkin chuck activity because we have a lot of great news to report. So highlights, budget through November 17th. You can see that on the table right now. The big headline is that we did have pumpkin chuck on November 1st. It was November 1st this year. Over $8,500 in revenue between day of sales, sponsorships, vendor fees, pumpkin chuck tickets. That's a really good number. We should all be cheering for that. Now, it does cost money to put on pumpkin chuck, so we had some expenses. Our total profit for the day, for the whole event, was just under $2,300 in profit for this organization. So that's also really great news. And if you recall last year, what we've done in the past, and also what was voted on in October or September, one of the recent meetings, we split that profit 50-50 with SPAC. So I will be writing a check, I haven't yet, but I will be writing a check to SPAC for its $1,149 and some change. So $1,150 basically for both organizations, which I think is a really, really phenomenal year. I'll cheer. This is the only time I get cheers for my report. So, so my couple other updates. The 2026 budget is in the works. I don't have anything to share yet. It's kind of a chaos early November getting through Pumpkin Chuck. But we will be, I'll be presenting it in the January meeting, which is our next general meeting, and we can vote on it then. I'm happy to share beforehand. We'll make it available for this group so that you can review it. Also open to feedback. If you look at what the budget is for 2025 on the table and you have ideas for line items for next year, happy to consider that and we can talk about it. Just reach out. I will be as available as possible. If you email the info@mwcc.org mailbox, I can get all of those emails. So just send something, note it in the subject line, treasurer, anything like that. It'll get to me and happy to talk about it. We can meet here. You can call me. I want this to be a collaborative process, as involved as people want it to be. Otherwise, I'm just going to present a budget in January and we can do feedback live. Okay, the other thing I wanted to point out, in November, you might recall back over the summer, we got an AIG grant of $830 for community improvement. We voted as an organization to round that up to $1,000 and donate it to the CRC for the aquatic division for pool furniture. It takes a while to get that moving, so we didn't get pool furniture in time for 2025, but we will have $1,000 worth of pool furniture for 2026. That donation went out the door also in November, so happy that that happened in 2025. And then I think the last thing to cover before I get into NSP specifically, overall, this is a huge collaborative effort from a lot of people in this room. Rick Metter, most of all. We finished our year with NSP funds of $10,000 and 0 cents, exactly $10,000. That's really good. That means that we do not have to write a check back to the city. They want us to spend all of the money. We spent exactly $10,000. It takes a lot of effort from a lot of people to make that happen. So I just wanted to, again, acknowledge that I think we did a lot of really, really great things. You can see on the back of our page, because I printed double-sided, you can see how all of that breaks down. I'm not going to go line by line, but happy to talk about any of those activities that you might have questions about. Okay. Rick.
John, I would like to cover the informal variance.
Sure.
And make a motion and get everyone to vote on it, because if we decide on it tonight, I can turn it in a week early. We had 3 projects on NSP. The first was expenses for things like the pumpkin chuck, the cemetery historical tours, landscaping for the business district, the water tower lights, and our new meeting broadcast equipment, which we're having trouble with as far as Wi-Fi, so it's not working tonight. But anyway, it's difficult for us out of those 3 categories to hit spot on what each one is going to cost us. So we had some overruns, some underruns, and so we had to shift some money around. So what we've had to do, and it's very, very small amounts, business district maintenance, we moved $237.68 up into community events to help with some pumpkin chuck expenses. Also, meeting broadcast equipment, we moved $215.48 up to community events to cover some pumpkin chuck expenses. Small amounts, but just for transparency's sake, I want to make sure that I let everyone know that. And I would like to have a motion to approve sending this, what they call informal variance, to the city. Could I have a motion? Margot has a motion. Could I have a second? Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Yippee.
And then, so if there are no other questions, I would like to make a motion to approve the November treasurer report. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion, John, to approve the treasurer's report.
Julie, is there a second?
Brian, whoever.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Any opposed? Okay.
You have to abstain.
And I'm abstained. Don't count my vote.
I'm sorry, there is one correction. We do have one board member missing. Jack Diesel is not here. Okay, great, thank you. All right, thank you so much, John. A really gorgeous work. And Rick, you guys did an outstanding job this year for our community. Thank you so very much. The first responders, Officer Martin, you are up next.
Hello, everybody. First of all, we have a new captain in our district. He's here with us now. It's Captain Richardson. Would you like to say anything, or?
I just want to say hello to everybody. Tomorrow makes my 1 month anniversary in District 2. But, I'm enjoying it. So I think Mt.Washington was probably the first place I came to look at Stanbury Park when I got here. Got a good NLG officer here.
First of all, thank you guys for inviting me to the pumpkin chuck. That was pretty cool. I've never been there. I was working some overtime, so I slid down to check it out. Pretty cool little event. I got to throw the pumpkin. That was very different. Never done that before. So thank you guys for allowing me to be there. With your stats, current 28 days, you guys had 0 Part 1 violent crimes, which is crimes against people. So that's good. You guys normally don't have that kind of crime here. Part 1 property crimes, you guys had 13 total, which it's up with your auto thefts. They were all recovered at this time, and there's some leads on a few of them. You guys had 5 B&Es, and it's kind of the same MO with them all. They're hitting, the Dairy Mart got hit, and the Sutton Pony Keg got hit as well. I'm going to leave this up here. This is pictures of the gentleman. They kind of got the same MO, male, white, younger guy, skinny build. I'm just going to leave this up here. You guys can look at it, see if you guys recognize them, give me any kind of tips. Call District 2, call me. If you guys don't want to be known, just leave it anonymously. Any leads will be nice. You guys are better lookout eyes than we are, so you guys see something, say something. And you guys also had 4 thefts. 2 of them were led to an arrest, and 2 of them were shoplifting from businesses. And that is it for you guys. Anybody got any questions, concerns? No? Nothing? Nothing?
Oh, wait, can we talk about the crash report?
We can.
Okay, so we asked, it was brought up about safety at the intersections. And we asked District 2 to please do this research, and they looked at years 21 to 25, 4 years of data. The 2 most dangerous intersections are literally within 200 feet of each other. They are Beechmont and Corbly, and Corbly and Oxford. The reason this is really important is that we have a school that walks there every day, crosses Beechmont and Corbly, and crosses Corbly and Oxford. There are no crosswalks there. We have people, we actually had another accident after the report was made. So we just want to bring this up to the community and get input from the community and figure out where we go from here. But the 2 most dangerous intersections are literally 200 feet apart in Mt.Washington. So do we have any comments from the floor about this that we want to bring up, that we want to ask District 2 or? Okay, sorry, yes.
Can you tell us what we could do to get a crosswalk, a traffic light there? Because it is a problem, and the safety of the kids is most important.
It's Department of Traffic and Engineering.
Oh, DOTE?
DOTE would have to do that. First, they do a study. We would obviously support it. I want to address the crash thing.
I didn't realize Mt.Washington had concerns among the membership, but just earlier, I guess it'd be late last week, early this week, our crime analyst released gave us a hotspot report for all the highest crash locations in District 2. Second shift is going to start running a dedicated traffic car who will investigate crashes, but also do traffic enforcement in those hotspots. So help is coming very soon.
Captain Richardson.
Okay, so
will
we
you
will-
see that a study is done? Will you initiate that study, or do we need to initiate the study?
It goes a lot faster and farther if the community asks for it.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
We have Brian over there and Maggie.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, Brian, were you going to say something?
Oh, you said somebody back here.
Back there.
Okay, so I would personally just love it if there was a way that the community council could write a letter and initiate this process. As someone who lives right at the intersection of Corbly and Oxford, I'm kind of tired of seeing people involved in really some significant accidents. Like there was one even after the report that Priscilla was just mentioning that involved a baby. The baby was fine, but it's really hard to see this happening over and over. And like I think you were just saying that if we initiated something, it might go a little bit faster.
Oh, okay. I walk up Beachmont, and the speeding is atrocious. The other day, I pass a woman, she's writing on a notepad in front of her steering wheel. The people that run red lights after they've, the light's green for me, but I can't go because 3 other cars are coming through. Every single day this happens. And the speeding up Beachmont and Wasego, the bus, is way too much. Needs to stop.
I do have to disclose, I also live right near those intersections. So, I mean, I can talk about it. I think as your president right now, I have to stay neutral on this, but I have to disclose that I actually live there. Yes.
Is it possible to get red light cameras at the intersections?
I think they're illegal, aren't they? That they're illegal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
We need to legalize.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody wants to make a motion. The community council, we can, Maggie or Marcy, would one of you want to make a motion? Okay. Yes, to request.
I make a motion for Mt.Washington to either initiate this or let me know and I'll initiate it. So whatever.
With the Department of Transportation.
Yes, for the Department.
Okay, a motion is on the floor to write a letter to ask that the Department of Transportation get involved and look farther into the dangerous intersections in Mt.Washington. Is that the motion? Especially Oxford and Corbly and Beachmont. Is there a second to this motion? Margot will second it. All those, is there any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any abstentions? Any opposed? All right, the motion passes.
Is there a specific time that's worse than others, or is there a time period?
It's ridiculous. The guy on the motorcycle with the big fat wheels, it's ridiculous. We hear him flying through Mt.Washington all night, during the day also.
Okay.
It is constant.
So if I'd go up there and sit, what time would you want me up there?
I don't know, can there be no, it can't do cameras. Can there be some kind of system beside, showing of cops would slow them down.
And, particularly, so school rush hour, which is different than business rush hour.
Yeah.
So we're saying school rush hour and business rush hour, so. Yeah, about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock onward, that would be great. All right, Mt.Washington School, you are up next. No, sorry, thank you so much. Any other questions? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Take a look at that picture, if you guys know who that guy is. Thanks, guys.
It's car collisions.
Good evening, everybody. Nikki Marksberry, Resource Coordinator at Mt.Washington School. We're going to keep this super simple tonight. School is flowing. We're in a rhythm. Students are out all of next week, so everybody knows Cincinnati Public is closed for a whole week for Thanksgiving, okay? You hear the sarcasm in my voice as I tell my children, well, it wasn't like that when I was a student. For those of you that don't know, Marcy and I both do different things to help our families. There is a mobile food pantry this Saturday at the Presbyterian Church that we are trying to make sure all of our families know about. If families need additional support for food, Cincinnati Public Schools has a resource on their website. If you just Google Cincinnati Public Schools food resource, it's going to pop up, and it has lots of different places all over the city. So if you know someone in the city of Cincinnati that needs assistance, that is a key place to go and find resources. Otherwise, we're in our flow for now. I don't have a lot to report. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you guys in the new year.
Thank you. And now we have Sands Montessori. Marcy.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm Marcy Lamb from Sands Montessori. And because I'm young, I have to look at my phone and my notes. So with the help and blessing of Seven Hills Church, we were able to bless 26 families with complete Thanksgiving meals. We actually fed 172 people today. If there is any representative from Seven Hills, we appreciate your thoughtfulness and willingness to help us as we help others. We're collecting for new shoes for Project Connect, Sailor Park, and Wooden Hills. These schools were purposely chosen because of their need. We had an anonymous donor who, for the past 2 weeks, brought in snack bags for the children for a total of 14 days. The American Legion 484 has graciously donated snack gift cards, and I would like to thank them sincerely for their help. I would also like to acknowledge Mr. Wetterer for his unwavering support, not only to Sands, but to the community. His giving spirit gives me the energy to continue in my journey at Sands. Let's see, I also have taken the liberty of having an employee wish tree, which is located in our front lobby for anyone who wishes to give Sands employees for Christmas. I want to acknowledge Mt.Washington United Methodist Church for their community commitment. I'm looking forward to developing a relationship with the church, between the church and the school. I want to acknowledge that our Love Choir will be performing at Mt.Washington's Luminary event. I'm so honored to do that. And in closing, I want to say that I have lived and worked in this community now for 5 years. The feeling of community is all over Mt.Washington and Anderson. And for that, I am blessed to be a part of this dynasty. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcy. All right, Paul Birch, since I don't have you on the agenda, I'm going to let you go before CRC. Sorry, Jason. We want to know the updates of what's going on.
Don't have a lot, just two things. One, the renovation's still on track, so we should go back into the permanent branch in February. So that's number one. Number two, tomorrow is Customer Appreciation Day at the Mt.Washington Library. So come by, especially between 3 and 5. We got Looney Balloony for the kids. We got food and snacks, and we've got different booths you can have. And we're also going to have a raffle drawing with 4 gift certificates from local businesses that you can win. So come by and see us tomorrow. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Paul. And Jason, Rec Center?
All right, so just a couple announcements. First, just a reminder, we are doing the Luminary event again this year. That'll be on December 14th. We're going to be selling the kits for $10 a kit. That includes 10 bags, candles, and sand to fill your bags. Those will be available here at the center beginning December 1st, and we'll sell those through December 12th. The next thing that we'll talk about is CRC is doing a citywide toy drive again. We have a donation box by the front door. We're hoping to provide toys for 500 kids this year. So we are taking donations now through December 12th also. We're looking for toys for school-age kids, K through 6th grade, so 5 to 12-year-olds. If anybody has anything they can donate, we're looking for new toys. It's going to be a whole event. It's going to be taking place at Madisonville Rec Center this year. Also, if anybody knows of any families that are in need, they can register for the event on our website at cincyrec.org. to try and get some gifts for their kids for the holiday season. And then lastly, just an announcement, our gym and our dance room are going to be getting resurfaced this winter break. So we're going to be, the gym will be closed down for 2 weeks in December during the kids' school break because we're going to get the floor shined up and resealed and everything. So that's all I've really got. Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
Yeah, if you're closing the gym, does that include the walking track for it?
The walking track will be closed because the fumes will knock you out if we don't. So, okay. Anything else? Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Would you mind going over to Bob? Thank you, Brian. My co-host for tonight. MWCURC, Bob, I assume you are giving the update.
They say I have to use this thing. If you look on your table, we just had the most successful spaghetti dinner we've had, and we raised $1,398 on our spaghetti dinner. It was fantastic. A lot of people really like our new place, thanks to Mark Rebb and his church, the United Methodist Church on Corbley. It's wonderful. We're going to put for this coming one, December 20th, we will actually have Santa Claus there, and he'll have children sit on the lap and things. And we've always offered a $5 kids meal, so we'll definitely have $5 kids meal for that night. But you can't beat it. You get your Pulte salad, you get your spaghetti, meatballs, and sauce, La Rosa style. You receive desserts. Plus, there's a Cervati cake there, and we give lemonade, iced tea, and coffee all for $10. Nobody can beat our price tag. So, and this does support the lights. The light should be changing tonight, hopefully. He was going to change last night, but due to the weather, it's tonight. It'll turn into Thanksgiving. It'll stay there till Thanksgiving. Day after, it'll turn to Christmas. So everything with the lights are doing very, very well. Hopefully people are enjoying them. And we keep hearing about these toy drives. The Wish Tree is having its 41st year. I have 350 locations throughout the city, including the People Purple Bridge downtown in Cincinnati. So if you go into any of the restaurants and you see the tree with the ornaments for the different places, it'd be great if you pull a gift for them.
Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you. All right. It looks like CDC will be covered during the holiday market, so we will have an update from the CDC then. Stanbury Park Advisory Council. Mark Rapp.
Good evening. Just briefly, the pumpkin chuck, it continues to astound me that we're able to put on an event like that literally looks like something that should be down at the riverfront that the city puts on. Like, our little core group of volunteers really kicks ass putting on events, and this past year it floors me every time. But for instance, I was hanging out kind of by the trebuchets at the beginning. A lady from Fort Wayne, Indiana heard about it and came down. Like, we knew we kind of draw from the city a little bit, maybe in the northern Kentucky some, but we had the first lady in line to launch a pumpkin came from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I don't know what else to say. It's become more and more of like a regional draw just because of its uniqueness, and it's a great positive event for the community. And I just want to thank everybody that came out to support it, volunteered for it, provided things. I think we'll do it again next year. The other big event, or not big event, but big news from my organization is the Cincinnati Parks Department has a handful of something called F8 liquor permits. And they kind of pick and choose which parks can use them each year. They're mobile, so they're not affixed to a certain park. And they've inquired if Stanbury Park wants to partake in one of these F8 permits next year. And it's something we get a lot of questions about. When we do movies or music in the park or Shakespeare in the park, is there going to be food? Is there going to be drinks there? It's costly to get one of these permits, as we know with the pumpkin chuck. We still have to talk to parks to find out if there's any cost involved for us to do this, but with insurance and just the temporary liquor permits, it's very expensive to do that. So to be offered an F8 permit for next year could really elevate some of what we do at the park and maybe even create some new things. Maybe it doesn't apply to movies in the park where it's, a lot of kids and it's late at night and stuff like that, but this also could really expand what we're currently doing and create some new events too. So we got to get our thinking caps on and think about what we want to do with this permit to really grow programming. I think I mentioned last time I was here in September, they're going to be doing family nature programming at the park again. So Explore Nature is going to be out doing night walks, talking about insects in the park, bats, things like that. Do flower walks, nature hikes and things. So we're really elevating and going from just doing a couple events a year to really programming throughout the year. And so I'm extremely excited about that. As far as doing all this, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take support from the community. We're going to need some volunteers. I'll be reaching out more and trying to grow our organization and grow our base of volunteers to try to activate the park throughout the year with as many people as possible. So that's what I have. Cool. Thank you all.
Any questions from SPAC? Any questions for any of our organizations? Okay. American Legion Post 484.
This Friday, the American Legion is having their annual turkey raffle. Doors will open at 6 o'clock. The event starts at 7. There will be turkeys, pork loins, and hams raffled off. $5 to get into the door. Raffle tickets are $1 or 6 tickets for $5. So come support that event and maybe pick up something free for Thanksgiving. Also, tomorrow night is another of the Legion's charity concerts. And this time around, the organization that they're raising money for is Toys for Tots. Just an FYI, Nikki, the last one for Mt.Washington School, the Legion gave Mt.Washington School a check for $2,000. So come support the Legion and help them support the community.
All right. Brian, Jesse, you're going to come up? Awesome. Okay, so next we have Jesse Urbancic and Sophia. They are our city planners, and they will be working on our 2026 comprehensive plan.
Thank you, Priscilla. Evening, everyone. I feel like a lot of people know me, but if you don't, I'm Jesse Urbancic. I'm back by popular demand. But my colleague Sophia is in the back as well. I just want to touch on 2 things before I talk about the plan. I heard about the traffic study along that. So I emphasize that you guys should still submit that to work with the city for that. But that is also information and stuff that we can incorporate into this plan. So when you have information in like action items or ideas like that in a plan, that shows City Hall and administration like that's your priority. So like you can get a lot of help with that. So if you have that written in a neighborhood plan, that gives you so much more background or support for the city, and especially when budget season comes around as well. So I just want to put that in your ears as well. Same thing with park activation and stuff. So I invite you all, when the plan kicks off early next year, you guys will probably get sick of Sophia and I, not Sophia, but you'll get sick of me. But we're going to be engaging for a lot, especially at the pool, since I know you guys got new pool furniture, so you will catch me out there this summer. So basically, I just want to give you guys an update. We fully formed our steering committee. We're having our steering committee meeting on December 3rd. I know that's with your board meeting, so we can talk about that. But anyone's more than welcome to attend to that. That's all on the website. Sophie and I will also be at the holiday market. I know that will be touched on after me. We'll have a table there for our department, but mainly focus on the plan. We'll also have an engagement activity there as well, so it's just not boring paper. And then we will have, or I'll also be at the spaghetti dinner December 20th. Sophia and I went there last Saturday, and that was awesome. And we were also in attendance at the Pumpkin Chuck. I learned what a trebuchet was, and I asked them to chuck me, but they said no, so that's all right. And then basically, just once we have a few steering committee meetings, hopefully, I'm looking at, depending what the steering committee wants, an early kickoff meeting for the neighborhood plan early next year. So 2026 is going to be the plan for all the engagement meetings. So you'll definitely hear about that. I'll be making pit stops here, CDC, and all the events all in the spring and summer as well. And then basically at some of these events, I'm going to try my best, but I can guarantee a lot of city departments will be there as well and other key stakeholders. So like you'll have the police department, Department of Transportation, Parks and Rec, you'll have me, Waterworks, Hillside Trust, Metro. I'm going to make sure Metro has a seat at the table as well. The schools and all your parishes, you guys have a lot of schools here, so I'll make sure to include them. And Nikki's been wonderful, and Priscilla has been wonderful helping getting that going. Also, I want to make sure the library's involved. Paul, I need to make sure I give you my card, and Marcy, I need to give you my card too. So I'll be reaching out to you. Also, I'm going to get the city manager's office there too, so you guys can know that we're not fooling around. And then council members will probably make a sprinkly here and there, as well as Anderson Township has been reaching out to us. So we want to really like create that relationship. So I think that's pretty cool. And then just businesses and community. So, and then did I say we have 50 survey responses for the plan? So that's not bad for basically not kicking off the plan. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but I will see you guys this weekend and the rest of the year. Go ahead. So the first steering committee meeting is going to be at Mt.Washington School. I just have the location. There's nothing yet, but if you want to attend, just let me know.
Okay. When are you going to respond to your application for the students?
Are you Charlene? Yes. Yeah. So sorry about that. I emailed you today, so make sure you check your email. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you after. Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Jesse. This is going to be a really wonderful thing. Our last comprehensive plan was done in 2007. So this is something that's going to be great for especially anybody who's just moving to our community or getting involved. This is going to be affecting us for decades. So we're really excited about it. Pumpkin Chuck, Margot. We're going to really try for 8.
So just piggybacking off what everyone said, thank you for volunteering, planning, cleaning up, setting up. But the biggest thing is we definitely learned a lot this year, and we're going to continue to make every pumpkin chuck better and better. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Margot. Teddy, Holiday Market, do you want to come up here or do you want the microphone to you? All right.
My partner is going to join me.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. On your table, you will see the latest flyer for the holiday market, including a new QR code for you to sign up to be volunteers to help us out the day of. It's on November 22nd, this Saturday, from 4 to 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of vendors signed up with different food, lots of baked goods, and people selling homemade stuff and crafts. We've got some vendors in the room. We will have like representation from schools. There will be some people with booths and some without.
Santa Claus.
Oh, Santa Claus. I believe possibly. I'm not sure if there might be someone that shows up. But yeah, come and find out, Margot. That's a good job. Santa is very busy this time of the year. I know. I heard Santa has lots of engagement. Our focus has really been on trying to bring some small business engagement in the business district with this. It's kind of trying something out that's new as far as having some vendors there. So we've done this event in conjunction with Emmy at the Potted Palm, and a lot of the vendors sell at her store or there's connection to her store. A lot of them were involved in Pumpkin Chuck as well. And then we've also had just a lot of community interest because we advertised out through City Fleet, the Museum Center, and lots of places. And so we have a really wide range of people coming. We'd love for you to come and think about buying some holiday gifts as well there. We also have Sweets and Meats food truck that will be there. We are going to have some, as you mentioned, desserts. There will be a hot chocolate station, and there will be some things for kids. And there will also be a beer garden, and we'll be serving beer from Big Ash, who are wonderful community partners that they're just so great. So really hope to see everybody there. Mt.Washington Plan will be there, as we mentioned. And we are still looking for volunteers. We always appreciate help and support with setup, cleanup, etc. So if you can join us, please do fill out the QR code.
Can I just ask
And
Don't you have a electronics recycling thing coming too, or no?
we are not. We were
Oh,
not
that's
doing
not
that.
right. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's
Thanks
all
for
right.
bringing
I
that
didn't
up.
know if it was-
I was gonna say, volunteers get a free cup of hot chocolate just to entice you. The Sim Food Pantry is planning on being
that's right.
there
Thank
to
you.
accept donations of non-perishable foods and toiletries like toothpaste, toothbrush, feminine hygiene products, paper towels, anything like that. Anything that just obviously won't go bad. They could use all of it, and they'll be there accepting donations. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please.
So are the shops gonna be open? So in the past, they've always been open and the kids and people would walk through and.
Yeah, it's a really good
and
question.
Carriage rides,
Do you want to
all
take
that
it?
type
I'll
of
take
thing.
that. Okay. Do you want to take it? Sure. I've spoken to most of the businesses on the street there in Mt.Washington, and everybody's going to have their normal business hours. The businesses that you could go in and shop are going to be open. Other businesses like the daycare and the dojo, those are going to be closed. But the rest of the businesses should be open for the event. There will not be carriage rides this year. We're going to try to keep everything off of Beachmont, so it's a little bit safer.
And this is what kind of I was mentioning. It's a little bit of a change from prior years, but the purpose of this is to be a holiday market as opposed to a holiday walk. And it's a trial run for that. But thank you for your question. Yeah. Other questions? Please tell your neighbors and friends. We'd love to see you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then the last thing, sorry, since this is a group of combined event with the Community Council and the CDC and the Kirk, we have requested, the Holiday Market has requested donations from the three groups for startup fees to pay for permits and everything that we need to throw the event, to make it a great community event. So I would like to make a motion. Motion was made at the Community Council Board meeting last month, and it was approved, but we'd like our membership to participate in this for a donation of $300 to the Holiday Market Funds to throw this event this year. So I would like to make that motion.
I would like to.
Like to second? Okay.
Thank you.
Any commentary, questions? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, this is my first time doing that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right, and Mike Sieber is here to present Belmar, is it Belmar? Belmar Senior Housing Plan.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. As promised, we're here showing plans. I had them set up in the front to see if anyone could see them on the way in. So I really don't have much to say besides these are the plans, and I'll try to answer any questions that you may have.
And elevations.
And elevations, site plan and elevations. So on the when you're driving up Beachmont Hill, it's on the corner of Beachmont and Ranchville.
Oh, isn't there already something there?
On the, what would it be, the southwest corner of Beachmont and Ranchville, the one that's empty.
I thought maybe you were renovating an already existing.
No, those are the ones across the street, so it's directly across the street from Ranchville.
These rendering, of course, you draw renderings a certain way to make it look a certain way, but you don't show a true site plan because you don't have. I know what that is, but you're not showing the topography. You're not showing these structures with the topography behind it of the hillside.
Sure.
So
that would be a grading plan, yes.
right. My question is, if you look up Beachmont Avenue from, well, I guess it's going to be a United, they're building a new, I can't think, UDF, thank you. And if you start at that section of Beachmont Hill, you see all the way up, there are a lot of apartment buildings. But those apartment buildings are built differently than this. Well, two reasons. I'm assuming this is going to be vinyl siding, but those apartment buildings, they come in pairs. So they have been cut and sited to the hillside in a way that makes them feel more like a cluster, and I think it looks a lot more appealing than just a straight, kind of what everybody is doing now. And I know it's cheaper to do it this way, but I think a much more interesting approach would be to mimic what the previous builders have done on Beachmont Avenue, because I think that softens, it softens the look, and it softens the blow of having an apartment that looks very much like all the other new buildings in Cincinnati and has no real architectural visual vocabulary. So I'm sure you've already agreed on this, but what would you do to this to make it look similar to those apartment buildings going up the hill where there's 2 or 3 clustered together that look more like a community of buildings rather than just a big, long, linear apartment building?
I'm not really sure how to answer that. I mean, this is the site that we're working with, and this is the building that our engineer and our architect have put together. So this is really the building that we're looking to move forward with. I understand what you're saying, but this is the site we're working with. This is the building that we're looking at.
My second question is, have you built in this kind of topography before, or are you pretty much a flat surface builder?
So we've done about 35 to 40 of these projects.
On a
and-
hillside?
What?
On a hillside?
All sorts of topography, correct.
Okay, so you've built on a hillside before, because the problem with Cincinnati hills, as you know, is that they slip and slide, and that hill is clearly it's very fragile in that way. So I'm wondering if because you don't show the topography behind it, are you planning to do something behind this building that would prevent a landslide at the upper part of the hill?
We're showing an 8-foot retaining wall behind the parking lot there.
And how are you anchoring that?
That's going to be a question for an engineer, not me.
Okay, so that is how many feet from the building?
The retaining wall?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me do some quick math here, I guess.
What's your scale? You could just look at your scale and then figure it out.
60, 80 feet or so, the retaining wall.
And another question I have, and then I'll give this up, because I go up and down Beachmont Avenue so often, there's a lot of there's a lot of cars from the apartment across the street, because that's 2 buildings. Their overflow parks on Ranchville. So where are you going to have your overflow parking? Because
Well, senior housing typically has very different parking and amount of cars than typical multifamily. A multifamily always has usually 1, 2, sometimes 3 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Seniors, there's gonna be seniors without cars. So there's 55 spots for 54 units right now, and this, we believe, will be adequate for the development that we're putting together. I'm sorry.
These seniors are 55 and older.
Mhm.
There could be 2 cars per unit.
Could be.
Where are the cars going to go?
We manage about 30 of these projects, and we have usually a 1 parking spot to 1 unit, and we do not have issues with parking at the others. This is per the code as well, so we're comfortable with it. We believe that this will be very adequate for the parking.
Okay, could you give us a list of where your other properties are?
You can go on the website and look at it.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Can you assure us that it's just strictly senior, low-income senior housing and not just open low-income housing just for everybody?
No, it's per the IRS. They have to be, the individuals in the units have to be 55 years or older. And I would say the average age of the residents that are typically living in these buildings at 55 are north of 70 years old. So I would say that there's going to be very few of the 54 units, maybe a handful, 2 at the most, that are going to be below 70 years old, typically, in our other product.
Are they allowed to have like family members there that are younger?
Visitors? Yeah, absolutely.
No, family members. that live-
No, the individuals have to be 55 years or older.
Everybody in the household.
Yes, correct.
I have another question. You talk about this being seniors and that seniors seniors after a certain age typically don't have cars. But that's
I didn't say that. I just said there's the properties that there's a lot that do not have cars.
Correct. This isn't a real easy place. I mean, I don't see too many people unless they are, young, training for a marathon or something, walking up Beachmont Hill. So how are they going to access services like groceries, whatever? I mean, I don't see too many people at that age hiking up Beachmont Hill, much less hiking back down Beachmont Hill.
So first and foremost, at the corner here, right at Beachmont and Ranchville, there is a bus spot right there, and that will remain, my understanding, unless they plan on changing it. So there's a bus stop right here at the corner. As well as there's always services, county services, city services, where the buses come, pick up residents, take them to grocery shopping as well, some activities. So it happens. I mean,
Where do you suppose the residents of this apartment will be coming from? Because Mt.Washington has a lot of apartments already, and I'm just curious, they're not going to be coming from Mt.Washington down to this location. Where do you see these people coming from?
I think people from Mt.Washington will come here as well as around the city, absolutely. It's senior affordable housing, we need more of it. And I think that anyone around the city that wants to come here, this would be a great home for them to age in place.
Wouldn't it be if you're living in Mount Washington now? You're living in Mount Washington now and you own a house, you're going to be making too much money to be moving into an affordable housing.
That's not correct. We have a bunch of people that have sales houses that are only on Social Security and are able to meet the income requirements to move into a place like this. Absolutely.
The houses up along Wasego and so are going for over $300,000.
It's based off their income, not your assets.
Oh, so you can have all that money and that's, you bank it and you're only spending Social Security.
Correct. Yeah, so people can age in place and
What is the income? What is the income?
I'd have to look at it, what it is, and it gets updated every year around June, but I think the latest for a unit like this would be on the 60% units, about 44,000. Yeah, so no one making over 44,000 would be permitted to be able to live here, yes. Yeah.
A Cincinnati resident.
Yes. Yeah. So John and Jake, the owners of Seabrook Construction, actually are born and raised in Mount Washington. John lives in Mount Washington. I currently live across the levee, and my father lives in Anderson Township. Not determined exactly, but let's say a 2-bedroom plus or minus $1,000. 2-bedroom plus or minus $1,000.
Any more questions? Oh, sorry, last one.
I can talk really loud. Oh, okay, I'll keep it. When do you expect to start taking the applications? My uncle needs to move closer to my mom, and this is perfect.
You can email me, and I will start a wait list right now, and an applicant wait list, absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll be able to reach out to anyone when it gets closer, the months leading up to it. We're shooting for hopefully a construction start next spring, summer, and leasing up would be following fall or so fall of 27. Yes.
I have a question. After you're done building this housing complex, will you continue your commitment to the community and coming to these meetings and keeping us abreast and?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're building this, we're a long time. We're not selling this. This is going to be for generations in our family.
Did you just move into the corner of?
Yeah, we did.
You took the old key bank?
We've been in there for a year and we finally got around to painting it and doing stuff with it. But yes, we've been in there a very long time, but yes.
Well, not a long time.
Well, year, sorry, but yeah.
I haven't been able to look at that yet, but exactly where on that property is the building gonna be? Is it gonna be closest to Ranchville, up at Beachmont, up there, as close to Beachmont as it can go?
Yeah, so we're pushing it up.
You're pushing it up to the street?
Yep.
And is it over the Ranchville side?
It's, what does that say? About approximately 40 feet away from Ranchville.
So you're not putting the driveway in on Beachmont?
No.
So all the traffic's gonna come down
Right, on
Ranchville?
Ranchville. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It's all good down there now.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. So you want to just a little.
Bob, do you know what's going to happen? Has the traffic study been done? I guess is the question. I think that's their concern. Has the traffic study been done?
I'm Bob Birch from the city. I just, on the site plan, as we talked about, I think I was here a few months ago, and this is right-of-way currently, this area here, which DOTE has determined they know where the bike path is going now, and so they're able to, will be able to sell, the city will be able to sell a portion of the right-of-way to Mike so that the building can be closer to the street. If we don't sell the right-of-way, the building needs to move back, the parking goes back closer, more into the hill. So this will be coming up for legislation in the next few months. So I just want to inform people that that is a public process, and so the right-of-way, the city will be formally proposing to sell the portion so that the building can go where this map is showing.
Turn that right side up and then show us the right of way.
Sorry, this is beach. It's not on here directly where it is today, but it's somewhere. This is the bike path is going in the right-of-way, and the right-of-way is somewhere along right here. So you need you need from the bike path a little bit in order for the building to go there.
It stops at Ranchville. It stops at Ranchville. Yeah, it stops at Ranchville, as far as I know, if any.
They're still gonna, yeah, I think they want to push it out at some point. All right. Thank you, Bob. All right, so are there any more questions or discussion concerning,
I just also wanted to call out that with the Sieber family and their longstanding relationship here in Mt.Washington, they also are the ones where that key bank is, where their offices are. They're currently did everything they could to help the library have temporary placement while the construction is going on. Without them and the commitment they've shown to that, I think we would not have a great facility for our children to go and participate in the library, including the event that's coming up that the library is hosting. So when we're thinking about the commitment of the Sieber family in the community, I think it's really important that that call out is also made. I really appreciate that as someone who's raising a child in our community.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
thank you. I also want to thank the Ranchville residents. I know this has been a really arduous and difficult process for you, and I think you have really been vested, and I'm hoping that this will come out for everyone's benefit. So thank you for the community to be involved in this throughout the year. Are there any more discussion about Belmar? Okay, we are at almost 8 o'clock. Are there any more upcoming events that we need to discuss? I think we covered them all. All right, good of the order. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, tomorrow is the ribbon cutting for the Elston Connector. It is at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Thank you. It's the ribbon cutting down in Anderson where they put the bridge in from the Miami. Yeah. Yes. All right. Good of the order. We wanted to thank Sue Magnus, who got us those wonderful recycling containers, but she had to leave early. So that was the good of the order. We are saved that. Are there any other shout outs or good of the order that we need to discuss?
I have one for Margot and the Pumpkin Chuck Committee for putting on such an amazing event.
Yes, of course. All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Great, Margot. Thank you. Good night, everybody. All right, where is Jacob? And who has the other microphone? Okay. How do we turn them off?
Give them to me.
Okay.